Come with me on a bike tour of every neighborhood in St. Louis City. Today we're going to the Jeffvanderlou neighborhood. Jeffvanderlou, or JVL, is a neighborhood in North City that is home to an iconic St. Louis baseball site, so stick around for the video. I'm starting my bike ride at Vashon High School. You can see the football team practicing on the field. Go Wolverines. Right across the street, we have the Ozzie Smith baseball field. I actually got to meet Ozzie in high school, and he's such a nice guy. I really wish I could have seen him do a signature backflip on the field, but I wasn't born yet, so that sucks. Down the street, hitting Cass Avenue, we can see the new upcoming National Geospatial Intelligence Agency building. While it's technically not in Jeffvanderlou, it's an interesting new campus that sits on top of what used to be Pruitt-Igoe, a well-known high-rise housing project built in the early 50s. We finally arrive at a huge piece of St. Louis history, Sportsman Park. This park, also known as Busch Stadium 1, was host to the Brown Stockings, the Cardinals, the Browns, all of the MLB, the St. Louis All-Stars, the Gunners, and the Cardinals, all of the NFL. Also, the St. Louis Soccer League teams and St. Louis University's football team. St. Louis University's football team was also credited to throwing the first forward pass in football, and they dominated their first season using it at Sportsman Park. This sign claims that it's the oldest baseball park in America, and it's true to some extent. It wasn't the first ballpark ever, but it was certainly the most widely used one in the MLB that was constructed in 1880. The oldest ballpark still in use today is Fenway Park in Boston, and that was built in 1912. Sportsman Park was closed and demolished in 1966 when Busch Stadium 2 was completed as the new stadium. The sign also says it has more professional games here played than anywhere. I don't know if that still holds true today, though. I made my way to Yeatman Park, which was unfortunately not very well kept. There were a bunch of small parks in the area that were nice, but I wanted to check this one out for the tennis courts and the basketball courts. To mention some of the racial segregation of the neighborhood, shortly after the end of slavery, this neighborhood was designated as one of the only places where African American families were allowed to own land in St. Louis. Let's cross this neighborhood off the list. Let me know in the comments what else I missed in the neighborhood. Please drop a like and a follow for more St. Louis content.